Hey y'all, we are going live. It is the hard launch live with Yvonne. Hi everyone. Hey, it's good to see you again. How's everybody doing? It's hard launch time, baby. We got about 5 minutes. My name is Betty White. Are you Betty White? Reincarnated? Welcome back, everybody. It is Hard Launch Live. It is a very exciting time. Someone said lips and eyes and smile, smile. Hey. This is Hard Launch Live. Hard Launch is a web series that I created about a digital creator who reveals her hidden partner with the help of original characters that she ideated in her brain to get through the trials and tribulations of online dating. Now, my favorite thing about the series has been your reactions, but also just in making it. I wanted to create something that would launch my boyfriend, my love, to the world in a way that felt different and special, and you all are a huge part of it. Hey, buddy. Why did she stop singing that song? I kind of missed that song. Okay, so Hard Launch, y'all, is premiering on YouTube in about 5 minutes. If you're like, what? I'm confused. Which Hard Launch? Go to youtube.com/Joy Ofodu. Go to YouTube right now. And we're going to be going live in about 3 minutes. 3 minutes with episodes 3 and 4. It's really that simple.
About 2 years ago.
Hey, half your followers are watching Serena Williams. Dang! Serena's playing right now? Y'all are watching me instead of Serena? You know what? You can watch me and Serena. I love Serena that much. Thank you for loving my earrings. Hard Launch was written, directed, created, produced by me. And it was edited by Isaac Diol, Kwesi A. It was starring myself, or it stars, I star in Hard Launch. And so does my boyfriend, Yvonne Saku. So episode 1 of Hard Launch basically saw Yvonne arrive at my doorstep. I fling open the door and I'm super confused. And it's everything that I've prayed for in a delicious African man delivered to me. Episode 2 is about me freaking out and deciding what to do with this love. And episode 3 and 4 are premiering in about 2 minutes. Let's go to the episode 3 premiere page and see who's in the comments. Oh, look. A total of 1 people. But 45 of you are here with me right now, which is really exciting. So episode 3 is about, now I've accepted that, you know what, I think I'm going to keep him, which is the last thing I said in episode 2. Thank you so much. And 3 is just about that feeling when you've been through like a hard time in dating and the right person comes along and you try to figure out like, wait, like, are you really who you say you are? And you get a little bit paranoid and shish. Hi. So episode 3, you're going to see me hardballing him a bit. And then episode 4, which is a really fun one. It was actually a pretty difficult one to work on. I think I play 4 characters in episode 4. Now, Yvonne is in the live. He's actually here. He will be joining this live. So if you have questions for Yvonne, please use the Q&A feature. He's going to join. He and I are a long distance couple. And he will request to join me soon. But we'll have Yvonne pop on right after the episode. So because the episode is premiering in about 20 seconds, I'm going to flip the camera and go watch it with me. Someone said I'm so cute and joyful. It makes you happy to watch my reels. Thank you so much. Thanks for being here. Just a young independent filmmaker premiering her first web series by herself with no backing and no support, made out of her pocket. So it means a lot to me that you're even here. My man is fine. Agreed. He's so delicious. He's here. Gotta be careful the way I talk about him. He can't know I like him like that. Okay. All right. It's 6 o'clock. So Hard Launch episode 3. The premiere begins. Look at that. Look at that. We have 3 people in the premiere room and 47 here. So the balance is balancing. Thank you for the support. It's making me so happy. Okay. Let me show you the YouTube premiere page so that when you watch on Friday, which is going to be the finale of the whole series, you actually know what's going on. So here's the YouTube premiere page. I'm going to flip it. Oh, I hope it holds up. Here it is. Look how simple. how easy that is. So if you come over here, you're going to see Coasting, episode 3 of Hard Launch. 57 of you here. We got 3 people in the waiting room here. Awesome. And you can hit subscribe there to support me on YouTube and see that we have 1 minute to go until the episode. And because I like you, of course I'm going to show you the episode here. Of course. Yeah, it's just 55 seconds left. I like the music that they chose. It's very calm. 46 seconds until Hard Launch episode 3. Do you want to watch episode 3 and 4 here with me? I'll definitely screen 3. Let me know if you also want to watch 4 here with me, or if you'd rather go see it yourself on YouTube. And then Yvonne is going to join. 30 seconds. Ooh. We have a really, really good night coming. I'm excited to talk about the series, talk about what went into making it. Thanks for buying a badge. That's so cool. 10 seconds to Hard Launch episode 3. Let's watch together. 4, 3, 2, 1. 0. So you're my boyfriend now?
No, I've been your boyfriend since December 2021, but you chose to hide it from your followers to retain our privacy.
Right. So what does this mean? Are we in like a relationship?
Yes.
So we're dating. Like we go together?
Real bad.
So there's no ethically non-monogamous contract stipulation under here anywhere?
No.
No wife and kids that you're hiding?
No.
Where are you from?
Cameroon.
I repeat, no wife and kids? Nobody who wants your wife and kids and isn't your wife and kids no more? Huh? Nobody who's planning to become your wife? Nobody who's your wife on all platforms now? Or you after device?
Only the ones I want to make with you.
Aww.
Aww.
Hey, thank you so much for your reactions and responses. I see 13 good people in the live. Someone said, I'm way too invested. Tiffany, I feel you. Whoops, that's a different YouTube. Boom. Okay, fantastic. Let's watch episode 4 because it should be available on my channel now. In case anybody's like, what's going on? This is really cute, but I don't get it. Here's the Hard Launch trailer to explain the series.
About 2 years ago, I went through a devastating breakup and the end of a 7-year relationship. This was during the onset of the pandemic, like the very beginning of quarantine. I was freaking out. I created a vision board and I started dreaming up the new love that I wanted. To my very surprise, millions of people started following me and dreaming with me. This was a very hilarious time. I easily went through over 2,000 profiles, 150 matches, 20 first dates, and well, I matched with this one guy who I was like, he's cute. He is extremely Christian. So in March, I sent him a message and I told him that he should come through the East Bay. And he said he would for sure. Where am I from? But turns out he moved out of state. And you see why I can't with the athletes and the coaches? I kept dating and dating and dating. I was literally about to quit. So traumatic. When I think I need a web series to tell you about the rest. Subscribe for a Hard Launch.
Hey. Okay, so we just watched episode 3 and the trailer. Let's pop over to episode 4. I'm going to check out the videos on my channel. We are almost to 1,000 subscribers on YouTube, everybody. So thank you for all the noise. Thank you for traveling over. It's been incredible so far. I see episodes 1, 2, 3, and 5 here. Oddly, 4 is not appearing. So So before we watch episode 4, maybe we should chat with Yvonne. I think he's here. So this will be a good quick interlude, little intermission for you. Did you like episode 3? I saw some of your comments here. Episode 3 is a favorite of mine because we basically go through like what hardballing is. I know it happens so quick, but it's that like super resistant paranoia powered inquiry that you hit when you're like, all right, so where are you from? And do you have a wife? And do you have kids? And have you dated before? And I think that's just so frequent for me, especially when I was nervous about dating somebody I've never met in my life. Not just with Yvonne. He was not the only victim of my hardballing, but it's a strategy that I use and honestly I really liked. I want to make sure that relationships, in the past were healthy, and if they weren't healthy, I would love to talk about them. I want to know if you've been to therapy before. I want to know your religion. I want to know your sexual orientation. I want to know your relationship to food. Do you like working out? I want to know everything about you when I get into a relationship with you. And so that's my method of hardballing. I ask a lot of my non-negotiable questions in the first couple of minutes, and it can be really intimidating to some people. But to Yvonne, you can tell it obviously wasn't. He calmly and confidently answered my questions. So that was a bit of a reenactment of that. All right, we are going to go ahead and invite Yvonne onto the live. Did I do a background check of him? No. So I feel like that's going really far. I definitely Googled him though. I sure did. I am not scared to Google you. Yvonne, if you're here, babe, go ahead and request to join my live, please. Where you at, boo? I know he's in here because I saw him in the chat. So as soon as he requests to join, he and I will be able to go live together. Now, he's not a super Instagram-y person, so the odds that he actually knows. Hey, he did it. Okay, everybody, introducing my hard launch co-star, the one, the only, the Cameroonian, the fine, Yvonne Saku. Let us add him in. Babe, are you there? This is monumentous, everybody.
So the odds that I do what now?
Hi, baby.
You said the odds that I do what?
You said what?
You didn't think?
The odds that you actually figure out how to request to join my live. I'm sorry. I didn't have much faith. Hi, baby. Is this your first Instagram live?
So, actually. But
Oh my gosh. Well, yeah, I'm glad that it's me. Everyone's saying, Yvonne, nice to meet you. You are gorgeous. I definitely concur with that. Someone said buy my product, which is not related to this live, but I'm so glad that you're here. They said go coach. Yes, that's what I'm talking about. Okay, so some of your kids might be here. For everybody who just joined, this is the Hard Launch web series mid-series live premiere. We've done episodes 1, 2, and 3 just dropped. We premiered it in this video. Episode 4 should be coming out in a number of minutes. If it doesn't, that means I didn't upload it to YouTube correctly, and I will solve that. But this is a series that Yvonne and I created together, so I could tell you about being in love with him. And now he's on Instagram Live for the first time. Okay, you got a basic question here, babe. It says, how are you, brother?
I'm doing good, man. How are you? C'est comment Landry? Ça va? Oh yeah, by the way, yeah.
Ooh, ça va? Anybody ça va what Yvonne? Anybody ça va what Yvonne is saying?
From Cameroon. Yeah.
I love that. Someone said, Yvonne, I'm your neighbor
Oh hi.
from Togo.
Hey Togolese.
So in episode 3, it was revealed that Yvonne is from Cameroon. That was a big question. I know the Nigerian King Gang and delegation was disappointed, or at least nervous. Everybody from Nigeria wanted a shot. And what's funny, I didn't expect to be with someone from Cameroon because we're so close. Like, I feel like our cultures actually don't interact, which people don't expect. Did you have much knowledge about Nigerian culture or food being from Cameroon before we started dating?
Yeah, because the west part of Cameroon is the closest part to Nigeria, and there are quite a few Nigerians in Cameroon as well. So it's like I've had Nigerian friends growing up, so I've had some experiences with your culture, and I like it. It's really nice. I like what is it, how you call it, jollof and all that, Nigerian jollof. But yeah,
Hey,
it's pretty
that's
cool.
amazing.
I have experienced Nigerian culture before.
What's crazy to me is that like you
Yeah.
knew way more about Nigeria than I did about Cameroon. So y'all, I would be shook sometimes. Like he would be, and you see it in episode 2. He's
Yeah.
like dancing, like and he's dancing to
Yeah.
I think it was P Square or somebody, and I was like,
That was funny. Like I know every single Nigerian, like, you know, those big hits. Yeah. So I did my homework. It's just weird how I did my homework.
Okay.
I didn't even know I was doing it,
like
but I did it. So
okay, I love it. Next question is, oh, this is a good one. Y'all trying to start some trouble today. This person says, how do you feel about her Joy's social media presence? Most men hate it, and I know my husband hates social media.
I cannot say I hate it because that's something she enjoys doing. You enjoy doing so. I am not someone that's I'm pretty private, you know. So I don't think I hate it. I think I don't have any issues with it. As long as it's how to say it. It's kind of your thing. I don't want to step into what's yours. So because it's yours, I'm not bothered by it. But I don't think I would personally kind of become. I don't think I would entertain that lifestyle unless obviously you convince me to do it in a very joy way, like you always do. But yeah, so far in my life, it just been this way. So far in my life, I haven't cared to be like public like that. So I don't mind somebody else is.
Yeah. It's very interesting to me that you, as a former semi-professional soccer player, or like, yeah, I don't really care to be observed by the public. Maybe you were touring city to city, state to state. You still are. Some of your students or former players are in the chat. Someone said, "What do you do?" He's a coach. He's many things, but among them,
a lot of hats.
Yeah, he wears a lot of hats. But it's interesting to me that you like kind of don't care for the public eye. What do you think informed your relationship with social media? Like, what got you to be in this place where you're
because I've seen a lot of things on social media that I don't particularly like. The way people kind of, you know, come after you, and you know, when you become public, you have whatever you do is kind of put in like in a lens, and it's whatever you do that's not wrong, but if people don't agree with that, they become I don't know, they kind of go after you, and I don't like that. I like my life to be very simple and yeah, that's all.
Yeah, you're a very easygoing guy, and I think I needed that, and that might be like why we work so well. Is like I'm very high strung, I guess you could say. Like I wouldn't even try to flex on anybody that, oh yeah, I'm like the cool girl. No, I'm not. Like I'm a little nuts, and Yvonne is nuts too, and it's starting to creep out. I think
you're bringing the nuts out of me. That's for sure.
I am. I'm like slowly pulling it out of you, and you're pulling the like calm, chill out of me too, which is like a really good balance. Somebody said, "What, you don't see it?"
Well, okay, all right, okay, yeah. That's what you gotta do. That's what you're gonna do.
Okay. Again, Dishe, how did you two meet?
I think they don't pay us to tell you guys how you met. Isn't that the phrase? Yeah. So we met. She texted me on Instagram. Yeah.
I love
she texted me on Instagram. And we kind of started from there. We met on the dating app, but I can't tell you which app it was.
Won't say which app.
But met on that, and then she texted me on Instagram. It kind of took, went from there. So lucky us.
Yeah. And I flew. Lucky us. It honestly was so lucky. What's crazy is I think like you expect to connect with somebody. For me, the method on dating apps of how I was moving through, because I dated a lot and you did not date a lot, right? During that time. Yeah. So I was like every weekend I wanted to be seeing
either some no, it's crazy, but I wanted to either see somebody new or advance things with somebody that I was seeing in that season. And for you, when you and I got on the phone, I was like, okay, then like, you know, I was waiting for you to ask me out, like, let's see him. And you were just kind of like, so yeah, this was great. And you're like, okay, but I have something to tell you. This man enchanted me on a whole 1 hour plus FaceTime for our very first conversation. And I was like, this is so exciting. And you know what's funny? I think you did ask me out before or after the FaceTime, and we both missed it. Do you remember that? It was a very odd twist of fate, but you scheduled a date for like the 20th or something.
I remember.
Do you remember that? And that's so unlike both of us, because I think we're both type A. So for us both to miss a date is really weird. But we scheduled a date. I was like, yeah, I'd love to see you there. Sure. I don't even think we picked a location. We were just like, oh yeah, I'll get
yes, you should.
Whatever. Yeah, like we should. I think we should. And then what's crazy is neither of us showed up. And then you messaged me about it. You were like, I'm so sorry. Can we like have a FaceTime? So I'm thinking, here's a man who he missed the date, but you know what? I also missed the date, so I ain't shit either. And then I said, but let's talk. Sure. And so I accepted your answer for a FaceTime. And then when we FaceTimed, I was like, well, now I want to meet him. He's so cute and he's so like funny and engaging. And you're just like, yeah, I'm out of state. But that's how we met. I flew down. You will see footage from how we met in episode 2. So during that montage, you're going to see like hiking. He took me hiking in Utah, which is really beautiful. Nigerian girls don't really be hiking in Utah, but I did for this man. I would do a lot of things for him. And we have a lot of love for Yvonne in the comments here. People are saying, greetings from another constellation. I guess they're taking hard launch very seriously. Someone said, that smile, girl. I know. Look at your smile. They said, most beautiful couple. OMG, he's so cute.
Aww,
Baby, people love you. How do you feel about all this?
That's unexpected.
Yeah, all this reward.
Again, like I said, I'm not very public, so the only like image I have of social media is very what was it called? It's like people just come at you. So it's different to have an experience where people like encouraging and nice. So that's nice. That's pretty cool.
Yay! Someone says, do you believe in online relationships?
In online relationships. I do. I think obviously we met online, so I have to. But I think it takes patience. It takes a lot of patience, and it gets frustrating because obviously you're swiping through so many people. But as long as you're willing to be patient, I think I believe in the patience, like in the patience with online relationship, with online dating or whatever.
Yeah, I agree, because I had to wait, 6 months, and I wasn't just waiting around on my butt. I was dating, and you were like doing your own thing as well, like for 6 months, right, in between.
Was that sorry? I missed that. I was.
No, just that like we had to wait even to meet each other after we online met each other. So like, just because you meet on FaceTime doesn't even mean it's gonna like get cracking right away. And then after we did meet, we weren't instantly in a relationship. It took a little bit more time after that initial date for you to be like, wait a minute.
Can you hear me?
Sorry.
I said from our first call
say that again?
Like when we actually finally met, it was 6 months. It was quite some time. So
yeah, and then from us having the in-person date to you asking me to be your girlfriend, how long was that?
September and like 4 months. Is it? Yeah, wow. Yeah.
It was a long time. He thought it was a short amount of time. See, he thinks it was a short time. He was like,
time goes by fast when you're having fun. So hey. I was spending time with you, and I was having fun. It was nice. So that was my.
It honestly was sweet. And I think like if I had felt the pressure to be called your girlfriend right after meeting you, that would have driven us apart. But I love that you encouraged me to like just really examine why titles like were important, and like stay patient. And then I encouraged you to be like, baby, why not the title? Like you're not like I was like, what would change if we had a title? And we realized like not much. We are talking every day and we like feel affectionate towards each other. When you asked me to be your friend, it was really nice. Okay, we have so many questions to get through, and I'm really excited about it. Again, quick plug. This is the Hard Launch web series live. Episode 3 just aired, and we had a bunch of views and 50 of you here, which was so cool. Episode 4 is actually out on YouTube. So if you want to get caught up, you can watch Hard Launch episodes 1, 2, 3, and 4. It's a scripted web series starring Yvonne and myself. And I'm going to get him for a few more questions.
Before you keep going, love.
Michelle is so cute. Yeah.
My phone is, again, I'm not in my apartment, so my phone is low in battery, so I might have to hop on eventually, but just heads up.
Okay, we have just a couple more seconds of Yvonne. People said, why online dating? Y'all are so attractive. You're attractive people. What happened outside? The people that I would generally just meet outside, you don't have all the context on them. So that's why episode 3 is so interesting, because it's like, with online dating, you truly have the power to curate. I'm looking for a Black Christian man who is, this type of, like, he likes these types of activities. He's this height. He's this age. He has this type of educational background. Yeah, my man educated. He an engineer and whatnot. I wanted all of those things, and you can't quite ask those questions of like strangers on the street. You have to like go through so much. So I love that online dating creates that kind of focus, and you get to meet exactly who you're looking for. Also, he and I probably wouldn't have bumped into each other in person, because yes, we were both in Northern California, but we were miles and miles apart. Joy, I seem forward. Is it hard to sit back and let him lead? No. I love it when this man leads, and which is frequently. I think that you're only gonna find me. I'm gonna put this very carefully. You would only find me in a relationship that lets someone like Yvonne take control. So yeah. It's in the type of sense where, like, when I came that weekend, like, he was fully in charge of like our date plan. He did ask me what I wanted, but he had a whole plan set out for me, and chivalry is very important to me. So I know, like, a lot of men don't look at me and think like, oh, she wants chivalry, she's super modern, but it's like, nah, I do want that. And it just like took somebody to step up and, kind of put me in my place and kind of do it. And Yvonne does that very politely. Okay. Someone said, I love his support of you, even though he doesn't like social media. I know, this is crazy. I'm glad he's here. Okay. It's because Joy's cultivated a beautiful community of humans. Oh, thanks. Okay. I think we're coming up against the final couple of questions for Yvonne. Someone said, looking beautiful. Thank you. I see just 2 more. What drew you to Joy, Yvonne?
Joy.
That can be your final question. Yeah.
As in, I mean, obviously, the absolute Joy, but the reason why I stayed was because of her personality. I think the Joy I met when she came to visit was someone that was very calming, right? Because I remember that weekend I was like super busy, right? I was like, I had to work and stuff. So during that weekend, you were very calming, and I really enjoyed the time we spent together. The way you chose to communicate with me, the way you chose to, the attention you had to everything I was doing was very nice. And I don't know, on top of you being as gorgeous as you are, obviously, it was just like a really good time. And after that, it was difficult for me to kind of get my mind away from it. I kept on thinking about, is it gonna happen? Can this happen? And it took us some time. It took me some time to kind of come to the conclusion that I wanted to be with you, even though it was long distance. But I think the consistency of how we communicated and how we felt around each other made it easy to kind of move forward. So I think that's an answer to that long story.
No, it's great. It's a great answer. I love that, babe. Thank you for sharing. It's like, it's the type of piece, and I think what's funny, because a lot of people see me in a performative way, especially here on Instagram, right? They get a lot of like, hey, it's turn on, like wacky comedy and stuff. They don't experience that side of me, and I could tell them I'm calm, but I don't think people really believe it. I don't think they would believe it. So I'm just glad you can testify to like that type of like ease that we feel together, because I think it's necessary for relationships. Like, I don't want everything to be up here all the time. I love to feel like calm and collected and centered and balanced. And what we've created, which it's almost like we just found it and we started to nurture, because you can't build it. But what we found with each other during that like very magical serendipitous weekend is just that kind of the type of ease. So thanks for speaking to that. I hope that everybody who's looking for a romantic relationship, whether you online with a stranger or in person, you feel that type of like easiness with somebody that lets you know like, all right, this is something I should like hold on to. It's not,
know,
it's not chaos.
You remember
at
the beginning when I was watching your videos and I was like confused because I saw you in person and you're like chill and super calm, and I see your videos and I was like, oh my gosh, it's so different. It was very confusing.
Yeah, Yvonne was worried that I was gonna be the exact type of weirdo that he sees on my feed. And so I love that he generously gave me a chance to show him like, all right, that's who I am online, and it's all very true, but also in person, like I'm pretty much here after a long work day. Okay, well, congrats on your first Instagram Live, babe.
Thanks for having me. Appreciate it.
You did great. Yeah, I'm glad that you were here. Well, you are welcome to hop off. I'm going to screen episode 4 for these lovely people of Hard Launch. And it was really, really good to see you. I'll talk to you soon. Love you. Bye. All right, y'all. So that's Yvonne on the live. I'm really glad that he could join. Thanks for asking him such nice questions and being so nice on him. Someone said, please keep the live up. I will. I'll make sure that you have access to it. Ooh, okay, yeah, a lot of feels, a lot of emotions. That honestly took a lot from him, I know, because he's not a social media person. Hopefully I could, slowly get him to be more and more on this side. But as you heard from him, like within our relationship, social is really something that he wants me to be able to do and focus in on. And he's not as much crazy about hopping into that side of things. So I'm really grateful that we have our swim lanes. I don't think couples need to be doing the same thing together all the time, but the Hard Launch web series was something that we could do together. So really, really blessed that he came over to this side to try out my world a little bit. Okay, episode 4 of Hard Launch is one of my personal favorites. We have a longer episode here. It's 3 minutes and 12 seconds. I'm going to screen episode 4 for you right now. So in episode 1, Recovery, and remember, every episode is named after the reverse of a rocket launch. So with Hard Launching Yvonne to the World, episode 1, Recovery, was very much about recovering from the scene of dating, and then he pops up and I'm like, oh, what's happening? Episode 2 is ejection, and that's like, do I want to press eject on this situation? Am I ready? And I talk to body count control, which is a favorite voice from old videos. Episode 3, which we just premiered today, was really about hardballing. It's called coasting. It's kind of that state of like, okay, I think we're getting in a rhythm now. So it was appropriately named coasting as we go backwards. Now we are at Burnout, episode 4. So every single episode, like I said, is named in reverse of the rocket launch. Burnout really speaks to when you have been dating and dating and dating and dating and dating, and you've built up a roster of people, and now you're in a relationship. And for the monogamous of us, that means it's time to drop the others. So let's dig into this episode 4 right here. Show some love. I hope it doesn't cut out too much. It starts to do that when I do back camera. So let me just flip it like this for y'all, and you're gonna watch episode 4, which is called Burnout. Thank you for being here during this mid-series premiere. Here we go. Oh my. Oh, Joy? CDC? Yes, girl. I heard you got a new little boyfriend or whatever, so I had to drive down and say congratulations. Yeah. Thank you. I'm really happy. Okay, I'm sorry to do this, girl, but due to local ordinances and the current climate, CDC says
you need to call the host and notify them about your new relationship. Dang. Okay, girl. Thanks. Hello, Trey?
Hey, what's up, girl? Look, I don't know who this is, but if you're trying to come over, watch a movie, get crazy on this.
Whoa. No.
All right, my
Oh my
bad.
God. Wait, you didn't even know who was calling? Why would you offer to hook up if you didn't know who was calling?
I like surprises.
Okay, look, I just wanted to say that I'm in a relationship now and it's not gonna work out.
Yeah, it's all good. Hey, but if he ever starts messing up,
Okay.
What's up?
Hey, Hunter, I'll keep it quick. I wanted to let you know that I deeply enjoyed our time together, but I just don't feel a relationship happening here. I feel called to move on.
Oh, dang, huge bummer. It's all right, Joy. I always knew you were wifey material.
Oh my God. Thanks, Hunter.
Yeah, you have childbearing hips. Yeah, no, like when we were together, I was always like, wow, she would make a great mom. You know, like a hot mom. Like the type of mom, if it wasn't my mom, I would totally...
You're done.
Wait. Okay, before you go, I've been seeing your viral videos. Could you sing that one part? You know the one part of that one song?
Let me show you a few things.
I can show you a few things. I can show you a few things. Thanks. Bye.
Hey, man, who are you talking to?
Do you remember Hunter Vishnavid Wynn Gonzalez?
Oh, I wish I didn't. Don't you back off, you mind that?
Okay, I will.
Are you ready for the roll?
With you? Yeah. Yeah, let's go.
Hey, let's get it. Somebody said, is the dating market really that bad? Yes. Dating was so fun. I don't want anybody to get it twisted. I had a great time dating. I met some amazing guys, but at the same time, someone said it is that bad. Yes, Kelly, Heart Love Superfan. Thank you, Kelly, for being here. Kelly said it is that bad. It can get really rough. So obviously the characters that I created, Hunter Vishnavid Wynn Gonzalez, if you've been following me for the past 2 years, you've seen Hunter in a couple videos. He's one of my favorites, if not my favorite original character. He had to make an appearance in this series. Hunter is, to me, the epitome of like the non-Black man who's on dating apps. That's why he has all races of names except poor Black, who's just totally into Black women, but is kind of a jerk, but doesn't know it. Like Hunter to me is that guy who like steps on his foot or digs a shovel and keeps digging himself deeper with a shovel, but just doesn't realize it. So I don't think he tends to be mean. But you run into a lot of guys during the dating process who are like Hunter, who are very much like about you, about your physical, and just have no idea that with every single message, every single word, they are digging themselves deeper. Then you've got the character Trey. Some guys are they're just here to get it. I'll just come to get it, girl. Trey is my deep voice character. If you scroll way down in my feed, you'll find out what video he's from. And it was just really fun. That was like a private little cameo to bring him back. So yes, I play CDC from CDC Says. That was a viral video that Ganesh and I created. And when Ganesh and I wrote CDC, we were just trying to do something funny about the way that they, masks on, masks off, masks on, masks off. It was so confusing during the pandemonium. And what was crazy is that skit landed in NPR. It landed into NPR's podcast. So if you look up Joy Ofodu NPR, you can see a little bit of CDC. And she had to make an appearance here. Duh, she's one of my most famed characters on the internet. And I'm glad that she gave you a bunch of laughs. So yeah, I play Joy, I play Hunter, I play Trey, I play CDC. All inside of episode 4. This was definitely the hardest to create and voice. Isaac Diol, my editor, did a great job of making those phone conversations look and sound supernatural, like they were happening at the same time. And episode 3 for me, that's just, Yvonne and I love that episode. Like we finally start being ourselves. And it's great to premiere them both. You get to see a little bit more of my humor, a little bit more unhinged stuff. And again, within this web series, I wanted to do something for y'all that I never done before. So I'll take a couple more questions tonight. It's a quick hard launch night. For those who are wondering, Joy, this was so cool, but I gotta go. I got my kids in the back. I got a date that I gotta get to. The best way that you can support Hard Launch is to support me on YouTube. Just hit subscribe on YouTube. We are so close to our first 1,000 followers. Not like the numbers matter, but you know it's close. I want to see it round out. So feel free to subscribe to me on YouTube and share Hard Launch with somebody. Anybody who's going through dating right now who could relate, somebody who just needs a good laugh, or an independent filmmaker to inspire them. Somebody said, how am I? Thanks. That's a really fair question. I'm doing okay. I'm not as well rested as I would like to be in this moment. So I am definitely energetic. I'm energized by this being Yvonne's first live that he joined me on. I'm energized about getting to share episodes 3 and 4 with you. They are available on YouTube and the platform Cold Open. Cold Open is a new streaming platform that's cold with a K. And they also agreed to screen Hard Launch. What am I doing? I'm promoting my new web series, girl. And in the back end, I've been voice acting. I'm acting in commercials and in skits and in video games. I'm producing my own content. I'm scheming up what I'm going to share with y'all. You know that the web series was the big next step after we hit 100K here on Instagram. Now we're at 111K. But the next thing that I'll be doing is releasing my podcast. So after we wrap up Hard Launch, just an independently produced series. I'm not looking for it to be acquired anywhere. It's my labor of love and my gift to you. After Hard Launch is wrapped up, we get going on recording the web series. Somebody said, love you. Thank you. I love you back in all caps. And just subscribed on YouTube. I appreciate that. Thank you for subscribing on YouTube. That's where we need a little bit more love. What's crazy is there's 200,000 people following me across Instagram. And I think Instagram and TikTok alone, it's over 200K. But now if you add Clubhouse and LinkedIn, we're going further and further and further. That doesn't mean that every single person who followed me is looking for scripted comedy. Some people are looking for dating advice. Some people just want to follow me, the person, or my close friends here, associates, photography clients I see in the chat, men I've dated before who are just trying to see who's it. There are a bunch of people who stick with me and you have no idea why. So it doesn't mean that 200,000 people automatically transfer into YouTube subscribers. So that's why for me with YouTube, this is just about getting back up there. It was about encouraging myself. I know that I am a good and entertaining short form video creator because of y'all, but for me to actually script it out, for me to location scout, to do wardrobe, you see a couple interesting wardrobe moments here, to start getting into directing other people a bit more formally, where I direct Yvonne in that opening soccer scene where he looks so good. That's a new sort of skill for me, so I was happy to stretch it. All right. For anybody who, again, wants to know how to support, that is Hard Launch. You can look up Joy Ofodu Hard Launch or the Hard Launch web series. I love the SEO that happened here. If you Google Hard Launch web series, we come up first, second, third, fourth, and fifth. Thank you so much for encouraging me to keep up the good work. We have this question: what are my next goals in love from West Africa? Hello, Kekime. How are you people doing? My next couple of goals for the year, I actually shared them at the top of the year. We can review them together because we're hitting on things. We're very, very, very close to where we wanted to be. I'm gonna go to joyofodu.com/about. I share my goals with you. I'm like super transparent. I always want everyone to know what I'm doing. So in terms of my goals, we have animated series regular. We actually hit that this year. So I started voice acting last year, and this year I became a series regular in the Sales Off Tune. So if you want to support someone else's amazing independent animated project, I play a deer named Jake in the Sales Off Tune. He is so cute, and he is just a hardworking, ambitious deer, but he's perceived as lazy, so he struggles with that. So that's my animated series regular. We tick that off the list. Then one of my goals was authorship. Now, I imagined authorship in the form of a graphic novel. I actually wanted to turn around a graphic novel to you by the end of the year. That was crazy ambitious. Now that I look at the calendar, not so sure that's happening. But I did author with a couple of other writers who are close friends of mine, original IP, and we sold it to an African media client. So I'm really, really excited about that. And I authored Hard Launch web series and published it. So I think we can count authorship as something that we did do. I am a writer. That was tough for me to embrace because writing feels sticky and formal to me. It didn't really feel like something I used to describe myself, but I am indeed a writer. I've put out over 250 original scripted and improv short form comedy skits, and now I've put out my first web series. I'm a writer. I claim it. I did it. Next would be podcast launch. I have not hit that goal yet. I wanted to do it by this time, but God has his own timing. My podcast, I'm trying to get to you before Thanksgiving dinner. So that is a huge goal for me. Before Thanksgiving dinner, I want you to hear the first episode of my podcast. I don't care what else comes out, but I want to give you at least the first episode and just get rolling. Done is better than perfect. And that's something that I've been trying to grasp and hold on to for a while. Okay, final visions and goals for the year. We had health and God first. That's not going to be a check one and done goal. To put health and God first for me is something that I need to do consistently. I did start going to church again, and I started reading the Bible for the first time in my life. So hello. We have some encouragement here. Someone said, love a podcast. Thanks for bringing joy into our lives. Thanks for all their laughter and originality. Thank you. Thank you. I'm just here to make you laugh, ultimately, which is bringing me to my next goal, delicious laughter. I have definitely had delicious laughter as a result of entertaining you all, as a result of natural moments with my friends, staying up late on social audio. Delicious laughter was a really easy goal to hit, and I continue to experience that. The final two goals for me for 2022 are blissful softness. So this was honestly my romantic type of goal. It didn't mean that it would always be with Yvonne or in a relationship, but I did enter the year in a relationship with Yvonne, and in my first adult relationship. I just wanted to feel blissfully soft. I wanted that feeling of ease and gentleness, and he definitely brings that. But I think softness is also something you need to be able to find within yourself. I wanted to go easy on myself. Today I dropped a motivational message for y'all on speaking to yourself kinder. Is really for me as well. I need to be kinder in the way that I speak to myself and hold myself and touch myself and encourage myself. So blissful softness is something that I've been working on, and I have been blessed to experience. At the top of the year, Yvonne came to visit me, and we had a really nice date where we were just laying on our backs on blankets looking up at the sky, and it was so bright and so blue, and the birds were chirping and the branches were swaying, and both of us felt totally safe. And it was so nice to just be side by side in that really gentle moment. And I know that's a weird thing to put on your vision board alongside something like animated series regular. But I think it's important to have really gentle, soft, attainable goals for yourself, in addition to those hard 30 to 30, type of goals. So the final one was branded productions, and that has been done. This year we have really, because you all, I need you to know, because you're here, because you follow me, because you subscribe to me, because you comment on videos, that is the reason that brands come to me. Yes, they probably like my storytelling. Yes, they love a new, good black face. I'm sure they do. But ultimately, it's because I have an engaged and engaging audience that they continue to return. And so because of that, I've been able to be paid for branded productions. My most recent one with Brooke Linen, which has been great. You're also going to see some branded productions from HBO Max. Repressed Coworker made an appearance. We worked with HBO Max this year, DirecTV at the top of the year, Netflix in February for Black History Month, Adult Swim. The whole vision board was built in an Adult Swim style. Y'all remember this? Who remembers my vision board? The whole vision board was constructed after an Adult Swim show. And several days after dropping that, I activated during Black History Month with Adult Swim. So the power of vision is possible. Hard launch web series. No, I didn't know I was going to launch a web series this year, but I knew I wanted to experience blissful softness with Yvonne. And when I created that vision board in 2021, I think 2020 or 2021, after my breakup, Yvonne, you know, came into my life in March of 2021. So it's like, just keep drafting it, keep creating it. It's doable. I'm transparent because I have nothing to hide. I'm a regular, super talented, super smart woman here. So yes, if you can dream it, you can do it. If it's not the way you want it, that's okay. Done is better than perfect. Just get it out there. But putting it honestly on a vision board, both these professional goals for me, but also the romance and the love that I wanted, that's what helped me get to it. Okay, it's been an amazing hard launch hour with y'all. I thank you for supporting my very first web series. And again, you can tune in our finale. The final episode of the Hard Launch Limited web series is going to be this Friday. So I'm going to put links in my story tomorrow. You can subscribe, you can notify, you can send it to friends. I'll send out a blast to all my folks on email. If you're on my email list, you get news and updates before everybody else. And we're going to watch the last episode together. We're going to pop some popcorn. We're going to drink some wine. Maybe Yvonne will join us again. Maybe not. But it's going to be a beautiful finale to what really kicks off our relationship. Thank you so much for being here. And everybody, take care. Drive safe. Get home safe. All right. Shoot your shot at somebody. Fall in love. Experience some blissful softness. And we'll see you soon. All right. Bye.